whoever is taking control here. You are awesome. I assume this is Nicole here. Thank you very much, Nicole, or whoever just helped me out. We are now, oh, I can record right now. Okay, there we go. All right, we are on right now. Thank you so much for helping me out. If you have been listening to me here for the last few minutes, now I can actually record this. I can share my screen. So jump back into the presentation, watch what we're doing here. I can go ahead and show you what we're doing here with this PowerPoint. So very, very grateful that you were able to figure that out. But what I want to talk about here is this company called Vizionary, and why I believe this is the perfect time to be in this company. Oh, thank you so much. A couple of months ago, I was called up by the owner of this company, who I've been, or one of the owners of this company, who's come on as a master distributor. And at this time, he had no part of this, but he called and said, I'm going to be flying to Spain to evaluate this cryptocurrency business. And we were already kind of dabbling in cryptocurrency. We believe that there is something here, and there's a lot of potential, but the right company with the right technology, with the right resources have to get behind it. And I didn't really understand what Vizionary was at first. And so when Andy first approached this to me, he's like, approached me with this and said, hey, I'm going to be going out to Spain, check out this company. If you guys know me, you know I work from home full time. I've got a couple different internet businesses, things I own. I've got private label products on Amazon. Like, I really don't have time to bring on another opportunity. And so I was interested because, well, Andy was interested. So that, if you know Andy, you know that he's got a very strong math and financial mindset. He came from Wall Street. He understands economics and the importance of diversifying your assets and income. And I've been watching him for several years. And usually when he makes moves, they're big moves. There's a lot of profit to be made. And a lot of potential. And not only that, but he has the same mindset as me. And this is what I want to talk about tonight. My real reasons for joining this company. It has nothing to do with, oh, this is just a new company and I'm here at the very beginning and I want to get the word out before everybody. No, I get pitched those every single day. This is truly different. We are a category creator. We are a game changer here. And there is really nobody out there that can do what we do. We have competition in this space, but they still can't do what we do. So let's go ahead and talk about who's running the show, who's behind the scenes here. And when I look at a company, one of the most important things is who's behind the scenes. What kind of success, business experience, marketing experience, leadership experience do they have, not just with network marketing, but business as a whole. And we have a very diversified group of people here who are leading the way, both experts in technology and software development, experts in network marketing, team building, leadership, making a lot of money in this industry, writing compensation plans for companies. So when we look at the people running the show, we really do have the leaders that we need to get this platform off the ground. So there's a lot of companies and a lot of great concepts, but if you don't have the right people behind the scene and not only know how to do it, but are doing it with a good moral, ethical agenda to improve in a very profound way and impact our lives in a profound way. And tonight you're going to learn what this product, how this product is going to impact so many lives. So but I want to discuss Bitcoin because they are the very first cryptocurrency. If you have not heard about them, they started around 2009. It's an anonymous cryptocurrency developed on the internet, and it gained enough attention and enough recognition that with very little marketing efforts, it went from a fraction of a penny to $1,200. So it proved that this model can exist. If you got in, if you were one of the few, they're called Bitcoin millionaires who got in at the very beginning. There are people that threw in $20, $50, $100, and if it started a fraction of a penny and it shoots up to $1,200 and now it's back down to that $300 mark, but no matter what, if you got in at the very beginning, even if you missed that $1,200 mark and it shot back down to $300, you would be very, very happy, and you would be very, very rich. The amount of growth for something like this, it's really unheard of for how fast this grew, and in a way that it was not available to the masses. This wasn't heavily marketed. The average person could not do this. The average person could not afford this, but there was enough demand and proof that this model could exist to where it pushed the value up. So fast forward a couple years, Bitcoin is still a very dominant player in this space, but they have challenges. There's some weaknesses, there's some flaws, and we love Bitcoin. We believe there will be multiple cryptocurrencies that exist in this space, but what we're doing here with Vizionary and what we're doing here with Capricoin, we believe is going to be a game changer in the cryptocurrency space. And if you look at the differences in what Bitcoin is and what Capricoin is going to be able to do, you're going to see that we're creating something that is not just seen as a, oh, that's popular, I want to buy low and sell high on it, but we're creating a currency. I mean, we are a real currency. We are on the regulated exchanges. You can now, or in the very near future, buy and sell, send and receive money with this currency. Yes, you can do it with Bitcoin, but there's limitations and there's some delays. So like I said, I don't want to go too much into this, but I want you to understand what our product is. If we look at a graph here and we look at Bitcoin, this is going to show you what's happened since pretty much 2013. Now, like I said, it launched in 2009, and for several years it was very stagnant, and then it shot up, and then it dropped. It's still, you know, at that 300 mark, 250, $300 mark, but if you got in at the very beginning, you'd be very happy. You would, if you would have collected these coins in the very beginning, you would essentially never have to work again. And what we're doing here, if you look at Capricoin, we're doing something similar. You can see our growth. We're only a couple of months old, but we're already on the regulated exchanges. We're already moving significant volume every single day. And over time, as you come to understand what it means to be on the regulated exchanges and what this volume does to our value, you're going to appreciate this more, because you're going to see that we truly have a gem in the sand here, a diamond in the sand that really nobody has been able to do here in this industry, as far as be able to provide you a vehicle in the network marketing space where you could make money off the product itself. That is really unheard of, you know, just until the last couple of years. Most companies you join, you're required to go out and recruit, and that's the only way to make money, is if you recruit. There's no additional ways to make money. With Capricoin and Vizionary, you have the ability, the average person has the ability to come in here, and there are 4 ways to make an income if you never recruited off this, simply by accumulating the coin. And right now, being that we just launched here, we are at a very, very low valuation. We're a couple of pennies. And just, you know, this is over the last month, and just last week, in one day, we had a 15% spike. 15% in one day. And then the next day, it's gone up. And, you know, it's bouncing around, it's bouncing out, but it's continually going up. And if you have been in this industry, if you are looking for an opportunity and you are tired of chasing after people, you don't want to only recruit to make money, but you want to have other income streams, then Vizionary is really the perfect vehicle for that. This is truly something where the average person, and yes, I mean grandma, can come in here, not sponsor anybody, accumulate the coin, and as this coin is put out in the marketplace, as more and more people are adopting this, and there's great benefits to adopting this. I haven't even got into the usage of this. So let me back up here. This whole time I've been talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and I tried to stay off this subject, but I feel I have to at least paint this picture for you. But what I want to point out here is don't focus on the product itself. Focus on the result of the product and how this is going to benefit our lives personally, how this is going to change society and impact society. That's why I believe we have something here where you can get behind this and you can share it and know that it is doing more than you're doing more than just selling a product, but you're changing the way that we send and receive money, and you're now putting the power back in the hands of the people. Because let me tell you what we're going to be able to do with this here, which is what I believe the real game changer here, and is what is giving us so much attention right now, is we're going to be able to take these coins and send these to people, send these to friends and family, send these to businesses, send this money globally, and do it instantly. Right now, when you go and you try to send money to people, you've got a delay. You've got, you know, if you go through the banking system, it can take days. There's a cost to it. They're holding your money, they're making an interest on it, and then they're sending it to the party to receive it. We don't do that here. Your money, when you buy into Capricoin, you're not buying a product, you're putting your money in the marketplace. This is your money that you can take out at any time. So as more and more people adopt this, as people are seeing the benefits of sending and receiving money, our value will grow. And it feels really good that I can now go to people who are in this industry who might not have the marketing skills that are necessary, might not know how to get the traffic or the leads or talk to the people and you know, share the opportunity in the right way. I can now introduce something to people where if they're in a bad spot, and if I've seen them go from company to company and they can't recruit, they actually have a chance at success here. And that for me is the biggest, most important reason for me to be in this business, is to help other people have success. I can sponsor, I can recruit, but most people can't. So why would I want to go out and build a company where I'm constantly replacing my downline? I want to put somebody in a position where they have a much higher chance of having success, and they can do this without recruiting. Now, I'm not going to say you come in here and you don't recruit, because that's not what we're saying. We're just saying there are more ways to make money than just recruiting. And as you can see here, and you can look, and we're not setting expectations, we're not and this is an investment. This is not an investment. Excuse me. This is what we are doing is we're looking at past data, and we're looking at a product and a technology that grew so fast under our noses, and to this day, most people, like, it's a 50-50 thing. When I go out there and I talk about Bitcoin, it's 50-50. Some people have heard about it, some people don't, but the people that have heard about it have no clue what it is. So there's a lot of education that needs to be done in this space, but the more and more you understand this and understand what we're doing here, we're creating a easier, faster, more efficient way to send and receive money. So there's great benefit to this, and by you adopting this, by businesses adopting this, our value is going to go up. Our value, the coin itself, is going to increase as more transactions occur. So as you're accumulating currency right now at the lowest rate it's ever going to be, a couple of pennies, you're setting yourself up for a very nice long-term increase here. I mean, again, I can't say that this is a for sure thing, but there's a very high probability. I mean, you look at the numbers, we're going up 15% here and up here. I mean, and more people are catching on. So that right there, honestly, is the biggest thing. I mean, forget about the cryptocurrency and the technology. Think about the result of what we're doing here and how many people are going to benefit from this. And when you join here, as you start to understand this, you're not going to understand it in one day or probably even 1 week. But do you understand buying stocks? I don't. But if somebody said, hey, Apple just dropped to $1 today only, you have a chance to get it $1. I don't even know what I need to do, but I would find a way to get those stocks. And I feel right now we're in a position where if you capitalize on this, you take advantage of this, and it's not a big risk. It's a very small risk for a huge reward. I don't know what your financial status is. I'm not telling you to take food off your plate, but like I said before, I'm very busy. I have a couple different internet businesses. I have absolutely no time for anything else on my plate. But over the last couple of weeks and months, as I've just studied this like crazy, because I'm getting the big picture. This has more potential than anything I've ever done. And many of you work with me in other companies, and you've seen me say, this is the greatest thing I've ever done. And they're in two different categories, but that model of being able to produce an income without recruiting and having multiple sources of income, I believe that is where this industry is headed. It just makes more sense when you look at the industry standard stats, where the average person, or out of the industry, only 3% are actually succeeding. That tells you it's inherently flawed. But companies pop up every single day, and they just keep following that model, and some last, most do not. And when you are constantly trying to rebuild your downline because they're not profitable, it doesn't feel good, because I got in this business to make money, and I wouldn't recommend something if I couldn't do it. If I can't make money, I'm not going to recommend you do it. So this is a company where I believe everybody needs to be paying attention. Everybody has a chance here, whether or not they've ever recruited a soul in any business before. One, you have a chance of making money with the product itself. Two, we have awesome training. So if you did want to recruit, we have something that is working. It's very duplicatable. We can teach you how to sponsor people without spending money on advertising. So that training is there. But let's see, I've been going on 20 minutes here. What else can I cover? So you understand here the product. And if I go back into this PowerPoint here, you understand that our coin, what we're doing, we've watched Bitcoin, we saw them enter the marketplace, we saw them conduct business, we evaluated the system and the technology, and we just realized that there's a demand for this, but if you could make a better way to do it, something that's affordable and available to the masses and not complex, because to be honest with you, mining Bitcoin is a complex process. It's expensive, it's not easy, it requires just a lot of education. And so it's crazy that as difficult as it is, as challenging it is, I mean, myself, I could not mine a Bitcoin if I wanted to, and I could build websites, I could do anything with computers. I don't know how to mine Bitcoin. So if I can't mine Bitcoin, how's everybody else supposed to mine Bitcoin? So what we've done is we've created an automated technology that anybody can plug into. You don't need supercomputers. You just log into our back office portal and you can accumulate cryptocurrency, the Capricoin, through our back office. You're not buying it. And this, again, I don't want to go into what mining is, other than the fact you're basically telling a computer to go out and solve formulas to produce cryptocurrency. And in this case, when you are mining through our system, you're producing the Capricoin. And this Capricoin, right now can be traded between people, between businesses. We're going to have an app. This is going to allow you to do true global business like it should be done here today with our technology, as fast as everything is. Everything that we do is instant, but for some reason sending money isn't. We're going to be able to give you a vehicle to where you can now do business with your partners in any country in the world and send money to them. They're going to receive it. They'll be able to exchange it real time into their currency without fees. And every single time a transaction happens, our system recognizes it, and through so much volume, our price increases. So that's the breakdown here. And we're going to give there's going to be a lot of incentives for people and businesses to do that, and we'll touch more on that later. But let's touch on the big one: eliminating fees. You can now go to businesses and say, hey, that credit card transaction fee and that application fee and this fee and that fee you're paying for every time somebody swipes a card. You don't have to do that anymore. On top of that, you don't need to wait till the end of the day or go to the bank to get your money. You can just press this button and exchange it real time. And when they do that and that transaction occurs, it shows movement in the marketplace and our value goes up. Now, to give you an idea, this is again, we don't know what's going to happen. We can just look at past numbers here, and what we've found is there's over 600 different cryptocurrencies in the marketplace, and most of them are, they're on the exchange and they are seen as kind of a buy low, sell high type thing. That's not what we have here. And when you look at the volume moved every single day through these currencies, the coins only doing $10,000 in volume per day, they're valued at around $1. And we've only been open for a little over 3 months now. Well, officially a month, not even a full month, when we launched on July 20th and we launched our app, or the back office mobile stuff. Excuse me, not mobile, but the back office. That's when we launched, and we were already doing more volume than $10,000 a day. So you do the math. I can't anticipate where this is going. You can only look at past numbers, but I've got 90,000 coins right now, and if we only reach $1 here, and I believe we are going to go way above $1. Again, my personal belief. I believe if we create something, a better technology that can move money around more efficiently, our value is going to skyrocket. But I've got 90,000 coins right now, and if our value only reaches $1, I just made $90,000 in 3 months. Can you tell me of another opportunity? And again, that's without sponsoring people. Then you add on my sponsoring income and the matching bonuses. There's 9 different ways to get paid, but I can get paid 4 different ways by not sponsoring people. So let's say it goes up to $1. That's $90,000 in 3 months. I don't know about you, but that was worth my little purchase to buy buy some mining time and test this out. And if I lose my money, well, it was just like a bad weekend in Vegas to me. So I really believe that we have something very powerful, and I tried my best to not go into the technical explanations, but then again, I know there's a lot of you who are new on here, and you want to know what this is. So this is what I would encourage you to do. You've seen the potential, you've seen why I chose this company over everything else, and why I believe this has more potential for the average person to have success than anything else out there in the marketplace. And like I said, I believe more millionaires will be made with this company than any other company in this space. So what I encourage you guys to do is go and learn what we're doing. Go and check out the technology, understand what mining is, understand the educational side of this. Now, you don't need to get it all right now, but just go dip your toe in the water and understand it. Get a spot. You can get in here for 97 bucks. That's going to secure your spot, and that's going to allow you to engage in our culture. Get trained by the leaders that are just obsessed with this space right now. I mean, I wake up and it's just on my mind 24/7, to be honest with you. I've never seen anything with as much potential, and without recruiting. That's the biggest part, is we can now help the average person in this industry. I believe here over the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to see so many people, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but leave their company to come over here because they're not getting the results they want. And that's a good thing because we want to help people here. So what I encourage you guys to do is, you've got a website set up. It's a generic website, so you can go and educate yourself. We put all of our trainings, all of our webinars, everything that we can do. We're doing case studies. We're doing frequently asked questions. We're going to have that up by tomorrow or the next day. And so we're constantly adding to this site. It's a wealth of information. Make sure to go to vision.biz. That's vizion.biz. It's just a generic website that I built for everybody to share with everybody. That way, you don't got to be a master at creating marketing capture pages and this and that. It works. It's effective. You're going to need to spend some time with it, and you're not going to get it overnight, but I promise you it is worth it. And even if it's overwhelming at first, stick with it, because yes, it was overwhelming for me. And we've had some time to sit here and understand it more, but in the very beginning, Andy was calling me up and explaining all this stuff to me and telling me not just the cryptocurrency. He was really explaining the big picture, like where we are going with this, where we will be in 5 to 10 years with this. And that's what got me excited. So we're right at 30 minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. But what I encourage you guys all to do is get back with the person who invited you here. Lock in your spot for at least 97 bucks. Now, keep in mind, $97 is not going to get you much other than education, and you will accumulate a few coins. It's really just giving you a chance to come in here and understand what we're doing, but I can tell you that most people who come in at the $97 level upgrade almost immediately because they immerse themselves in the training, and then the light bulb goes off and they're like, okay, I get it, I'm upgrading. So don't miss out on it. This is really massive, and I hate to hype things up, but this is truly something where in 3 to 6 months, if you don't take action now, you will most likely be kicking yourself, and you're going to be coming to us and going, why didn't you push me harder? I've got friends that joined recently, but they're mad at me because they didn't join the same day that I joined, and I didn't call them 100+ times. Well, if you know me, you know that's not my style. I put it out there, and if you're smart enough, you go out and you do the research. If you follow me, you know I'm not going to waste my time with anything, and so if I'm willing to post about it, it's probably something you might want to look into. So I'm just not going to waste my time or your time, and I'm definitely not going to post about something and share something unless I know about it and know how it's going to help you. So, okay, I think that's it, guys. We're over 30 minutes here. Like I said, get back with the person that invited you here, and if you have any questions at all, get with any of the leaders. If the people who invited you here, they're not able to answer your questions, we've got an awesome group of leaders that are continually researching and educating themselves and trying to become an expert in this space, so we can help you out and really set a standard. We don't want you to go out there and like, one thing, I'll say one thing here before I close out, is this is a very exciting opportunity, and we intentionally at the very beginning brought in a certain type of person that wouldn't go up and hype it up and make a bunch of crazy claims and call this an investment and guaranteed millions of dollars and this and that. So we brought in the right people to set the standard, educate the right way to share this. we are focusing on the results that this is going to do for us and how we're going to be able to send and receive money by introducing a more efficient way, and by doing that, the value will increase and we will profit. So that's what we're doing here. There's no guarantees. We can, again, look at these numbers, look at these numbers, and we're obviously going in the right direction. We're doing something right here. And one other thing, I don't know for sure, but I imagine that it's a record that when you are a cryptocurrency and you're trying to get on these exchanges, it typically takes years and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And with our cryptocurrency expert, with our technology, with what we're doing here that is different than all 600 cryptocurrencies in the space, we were able to land on the regulated exchange, be considered a legal currency, and we did that within 9 weeks. I don't know if there's any other currency that's done that before, but there are currencies in this space claiming that they can do what we can do and so forth, but go ask them, are you on the regulated exchange? And if they say no, I would just question it further. I'm not here to bash any companies or talk negative, but just be very careful what you're getting into. This is a new industry. It can be very, very dangerous grounds for people who just see the hype, just see the big money, and they get in and they don't know what they're doing and they don't investigate. So definitely investigate us, check us out, make sure this is right for you, check out the other companies as well. And like I said, if you guys have any questions at all, get with the person who invited you here or one of the leaders, and we'll be happy to help you. So, all right, guys, I'm going to close this out. Thanks again for watching. This will be recorded, and so we'll make sure to get this posted in the groups here tonight, and you can share it with anybody that you wish. All right, guys, have a good one.